Hi girls, welcome to Friday. So I hope everyone had a fantastic St. Patrick's Day yesterday. A few things that I meant to say in my last vlog. My parents are actually moving to Atlanta, Georgia, so Anna, they're going to be nearby you. Also, I made my Tumblr. It's called Just 10 More Words. It has a lot of stuff to help you write, so check it out. What I'm reading, nothing at the moment, but I'll explain later. What I'm writing is the second part to The Vaulted Sky, taking on a whole new perspective that I wasn't anticipating, but I love it. I updated earlier this week saying that I finished The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, and I loved it. I thought it was such a good book. There were a few reasons why I liked it. It had this amazing theme of survival, and I love survival stories where the plot is man against nature, and my favorite stories are Call of Courage, The K, The Hatchet. It was young adult, but it wasn't romantic young adult, not really. Not in the conventional way, I should say. That's why I don't like reading or writing young adult is because there's such a strong romance theme in almost any book that I pick up. I was really pleasantly surprised by how she did it. Probably the biggest reason why I like this book is because of Katniss' character. I just think she's a total badass. Not because, she is good at hunting or a bow and arrow or this or that. It's what she's not good at. How she expresses those faults that make me really relate to her and like her. I found myself rooting for her from the beginning, and not a lot of authors can do that nowadays. So you guys were interested in hearing what my thoughts were on Prim. I'm not sure I can comment too much on whether she's a Mary Sue or not because A, this is only the first book, and B, she was only in it for the first third of the book. So I don't think there's enough evidence to see if she is a Mary Sue or not. I can't really tell. She wasn't one of the main characters of the plot, so I'll let you know after I read the other two books. Whereas the relationship she had with Katniss, it was something I could really relate to because I have a younger sister. I also have two nieces, so I can relate to Katniss's protective older sister trait, I guess. Okay, so now that I finally said what I had to say about the Hunger Games, I'm going to start Catching Fire, which I just bought. To the theme of this week, which is genres. Rachel, you really struck a chord with your video when you said that there isn't a lot of LGBTQ in contemporary literature, and I wholeheartedly agree. Because like you said, if there is an LGBTQ section, it's like on the other side of Barnes & Noble, like by the Home and Garden section, which I don't understand why. I'm gonna change that. Yeah. I don't know what genre Jodi Piccoult is plot driven in her stories and less so more on character development, but that's okay. I really enjoy her plots. They're interesting to read. I can read them quickly and they really hold my interest. So I guess the flip side to that would be someone like Stephen King who writes for his characters, and that makes it equally enjoyable to read no matter what he's writing. It could be something horror, it could be something like the Shawshank Redemption, it could be the Dark Tower series, because I feel like he can use any genre he wants and his characters are still going to be just as strong as the last book that he writes. When I want to read a book, it's usually because someone recommended it to me, and that can make it any genre, but there are a few that I will not read. Romance, westerns, forensic science, mystery novels, true crime, that sort of thing. Chick lit, do not like chick lit at all. Thing that has teenagers as the central theme. I never liked reading. I never liked writing about teenagers. Even when I was a teenager and I was writing, my characters were always at least 21 years of age. And this last genre I feel really bad about, but I never really liked picking it up and reading it. It's sci-fi, and the reason why I feel bad about that is because my NaNoWriMo novel was a sci-fi novel. So I just made myself depressed. So the challenge for this week is going to be actually a question. If you could have 2 front row tickets to anything, like a sports game or a concert or a show, which one would it be and who would you take with you? Rachel. Alright, Friday out. I hope you have a nice weekend, and Anna, I will see you tomorrow.